Welcome to Interior Design Today with your host, Mary Nackstadt.
The Architectural Digest show was held in New York, and it was very interesting. It always includes many artisans from all parts of the world. And there are fortunately many small craftspeople. A lot of the product I've seen many other places, so I really don't necessarily make note of it. And as every designer goes through an exhibit like this, you pick up a few things that are of particular interest that you can use for your clients. I've taken a few photographs and I'll share those with you, but I encourage you to really review what was at this show from some of your different vendors and see just what they are featuring, because there were some beautiful, beautiful products. Fortunately, people were selling. It seemed like it was a very, very quality show, as well as one that was financially very profitable for the different exhibitors. Now, many of the exhibitors were, of course, getting ready for High Point and looking at what they were going to show there that had never been shown before. So we're all looking forward to seeing what is there. As we go through the various exhibits, I couldn't help but make note of certain things that to me were a bit unusual. You'll notice some of the furniture for children, the room that was done with the beautiful detailing of all the very feminine, lovely details from the bassinet through to the child's canopy bed, the playthings, the rugs of the Queen's anniversary, the different details that were within the products, such as the record player. I was amazed to see the new featured vinyl LP player. This is what's new. You can't use your CDs. It isn't just your iPad or your iPhone. It's really vinyl again, and how this is now a very important item. So you'll see here a featured record player, speakers, and so on. As we moved through the show, there were many other beautiful details, such as the concrete vanities, which were beautiful, which were interestingly sculptured. And we saw the wooden bathtubs, and these bathtubs were Japanese in style, but they're made in Alaska. Now think of how few products we've seen coming out of Alaska. We also had some of the planters, which I intend to use for a balcony project that I'm doing. And the great part is they're very light in weight, so we can use them even in New York on balconies, where if they were concrete or stone, they would be much too heavy and we could not use them. If you notice the paper sculptures, these were done by a Japanese artist, and I think they're beautiful the way they're detailed. I especially love the one that is all in the natural palette. Of course, he does many things with color and featured many large panels and small panels of these. He does some of his work here in this country, and the rest of it is done in Japan, where he can do larger pieces and has a larger studio. I've also included a number of interesting things, such as the bookcase. Notice the leather detailed strapping on the details of the uprights. And also some of the coffee tables and the detail on the edge of the sofa and the hammock. Oh, would I love to spend an afternoon in that hammock, especially if there were no insects. I think this would really be fun. The great chaise and this beautiful carved bench. What artistry. I loved the china. Notice the shape of it. No two pieces really alike. All hand-painted and detailed, made in New York. And just every piece is beautifully sculpted. All modern pieces and really done with great subtlety and artistry. The silver artist is from the Carolinas, and I loved her work. This is all she does is silver, and did some beautiful pieces here. There were many, many more, but I had to take a few shots to have a memory of it. If you notice the outdoor chair that looks like it's concrete, and then you see this child moving it around, You can lift it with a few fingers. It's really remarkable. And of course, the different lighting sculptures are fun, including the glass sculptures, which are just beautiful in detail. And I've given you several shots of those because I think they're quite interesting. The wall panels are illuminated. They are glass, and they're illuminated with LED lighting behind them. There are several layers of glass with the lighting behind them. What a beautiful accent to many spaces. They are available in numerous sizes and shapes and color palettes according to whatever might be suitable. And also, this modern swing was fascinating. There was always someone sitting on it. It just seemed to be one of the most popular pieces there, and it is great fun. And then the fossils, which are embedded into the stones and centuries old, but can be purchased in tile form and incorporated into your design. I've used these in the past and love them every time I see them to realize that we have a touch of history right in our homes. As you go through this, do enjoy some of the other pieces, such as the rocking chair, which is beautifully carved, and the metal panels, which again can be made in different sizes, and each one is a different type of metal sculpture. More glass formations, the desk, which is all handmade, and other furniture pieces and lighting, which are just touches of design interest. I hope you'll have fun looking at some of these things, including the extreme ladder chair, which is really fascinating, and many of the other pieces of hardware and details. Notice the bookshelf and the metal brackets. I'm excited to use this in a project. I think it's fascinating how this simple metal bracket can be adhered to the wall and then the shelves applied accordingly. A fascinating design. This lovely cobalt table, all made of glass, and it went on and on and on. Now, I can hardly wait to see what we're going to find in High Point. Look forward to seeing you there and hope you enjoy this touch of design from New York and the Architectural Digest show. It was exciting, and I enjoy sharing a bit of it with you. Enjoy design. It's a beautiful part of our lives and a great power to be incorporated into any space. It is amazing how we can direct human behavior and indulge our visual passions with the beauty of design. May you get as much pleasure out of it as I do, and also many of my clients have said they've enjoyed this wonderful field of interior design.
If you have any questions or you'd like to speak to Mary, please send us an email at interiordesigntoday@aol.com. Thanks for listening.